Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of geopolitics. You know how it is, countries, they're like people, always forming cliques and alliances. Well, today we're looking at Turkey's crew, the top 10 countries backing them up in 2025. We're talking about the kind of friendships that involve billions of dollars, military hardware, and enough cultural exchange programs to make your head spin. So, buckle up, get your passports ready, metaphorically of course, because we're about to take a trip around the globe to see who's standing with Turkey in 2025. First up, we're heading over to the Caucasus region, home to Turkey's BFF, Azerbaijan. Now these two, they go way back. We're talking shared history, language, culture, the whole shebang. Think of them like those siblings who always have each other's backs, even if they sometimes borrow clothes without asking. But it's not just about shared heritage here, folks. Turkey and Azerbaijan are tight like two peas in a pod when it comes to strategic cooperation. We're talking military exercises, energy deals, you name it. You know that pipeline bringing natural gas from Azerbaijan to Europe? Yeah, Turkey was instrumental in making that happen. And let's not forget the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. Turkey stood by Azerbaijan like a loyal wingman, providing military support and drones. They even have a saying, one nation, two states. Next up, we're jetting over to the Arabian Gulf to hang out with Qatar, another one of Turkey's close allies. These two, they're like the ultimate power couple, always there for each other in times of need. Remember back in 2017 when some countries decided to boycott Qatar? Well, Turkey stepped up, airlifting food and supplies to help Qatar through it. That's what friends are for, right? And Qatar returned the favor, investing billions in the Turkish economy. Turkey and Qatar are also working together on some pretty big projects, from infrastructure development to defense cooperation. They're even planning to jointly produce military drones. And let's not forget the elephant in the room, the Muslim Brotherhood. Both Turkey and Qatar are seen as supporters of the group, which has made them a bit of a thorn in the side of some other countries in the region. But hey, who needs those guys anyway when you've got a friend like Qatar? Now hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to enter the land of epic bromances. I'm talking, of course, about Pakistan, a country that's been tight with Turkey since, well, pretty much forever. We're talking about a bond forged in shared history, religion, and a mutual love for, well, let's just say they both know a thing or two about standing up to bigger powers. Turkey and Pakistan are busy building a future together, with collaborations in everything from defense to education. We're talking joint military exercises, co-produced weapon systems, and enough student exchange programs to fill a Boeing 747. And let's not forget the economic ties. Turkey's been investing heavily in Pakistan, building roads, power plants, the works. They're practically honorary members of the CPEC at this point. So yeah, Pakistan and Turkey, they're the real deal. The kind of friends who'd help you hide a body. Not that I'm speaking from experience or anything. Now, we're heading over to Europe to visit a country that might seem like an odd couple with Turkey at first glance, Hungary. I know, what could these two possibly have in common? Well, it turns out, quite a lot. Sure, they might not share a border or a long history of alliances, but what they do have is a mutual respect and a shared vision for the future. Both countries are led by strongman leaders who aren't afraid to shake things up on the world stage. Plus, let's not forget the economic benefits. Turkey and Hungary have been boosting their trade ties, investing in each other's economies, and generally just being all-around good business partners. They've also found common ground on issues like migration and security. Remember how Turkey basically became the gatekeeper of Europe, stemming the flow of refugees? Well, Hungary was one of the few EU countries that actually appreciated Turkey's efforts. So, yeah, Turkey and Hungary, they're proof that sometimes opposites attract. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to cross continents again, this time heading down to the Horn of Africa to visit Somalia. Now, Somalia's been through a lot, let's be honest. Years of conflict, instability, famine, you name it. But through it all, one country has consistently stepped up to offer a helping hand. Turkey. We're talking humanitarian aid on a massive scale, folks. Food, medicine, clean water, you name it, Turkey's been sending it over. But it's not just about providing immediate relief. Turkey's also been hard at work, helping Somalia rebuild its infrastructure. We're talking roads, schools, hospitals, the works. They even built the biggest embassy in Mogadishu. Next up, we're hopping across the Mediterranean Sea to visit Libya, a country that's been through more than its fair share of turmoil in recent years. And in the midst of all the chaos, one country has emerged as a steadfast ally: Turkey. Turkey supports the UN-recognized government in Tripoli and has been providing them with military and logistical support in their fight against rival factions. They've sent drones, armored vehicles, and even deployed Turkish troops to help train and advise Libyan forces. Now this has obviously ruffled some feathers in the region, with some countries accusing Turkey of meddling in Libyan affairs. But Turkey argues that it's simply trying to bring stability to Libya and prevent it from becoming a failed state. Hold on tight, folks, because things are about to get a little delicate as we head over to Eastern Europe to visit Ukraine. Now, Turkey's relationship with Ukraine is, well, let's just say it's complicated. On the one hand, Turkey has been a vocal supporter of Ukraine's territorial integrity and has condemned Russia's annexation of Crimea. They've even sold armed drones to Ukraine, which, let's be honest, is not exactly sending a message of neutrality. But on the other hand, Turkey also has a close relationship with Russia. They buy a lot of their natural gas from Russia, and they're working together on some pretty big energy projects. So, Turkey's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place here. They want to support Ukraine, but they also don't want to alienate Russia. It's like trying to be friends with your ex and your new partner at the same time. Get ready for a trip to the heart of Eurasia, folks, because we're heading to Kazakhstan, a country that's been quietly building a strong relationship with Turkey. Now, these two might seem like an odd couple at first glance, but when you look closer, you'll see they've got a lot in common. Both countries are trying to find their place in a rapidly changing world, balancing their own regional ambitions with the influence of global powers like Russia and China. Turkey and Kazakhstan have been boosting their economic ties, investing in each other's economies, and generally just being all-around good business partners. They've also been strengthening their cultural ties, with Turkish soap operas becoming all the rage in Kazakhstan. Hey, you laugh, but never underestimate the power of a good love story to bring people together. Fasten your seatbelts, folks, because we're about to embark on a journey of truly epic proportions, crossing continents and cultures to visit Indonesia, the world's largest Muslim-majority country. Now you might be wondering what could possibly connect a country in Southeast Asia with one in the Eastern Mediterranean. Well, it turns out quite a lot. For starters, both Turkey and Indonesia are emerging economies with growing global influence. They're both members of the G20, and they're both looking to play a more prominent role on the world stage. Turkey and Indonesia have been strengthening their economic ties, boosting trade and exploring opportunities for investment. They've also been cooperating on issues like defense and security, sharing intelligence and conducting joint military exercises. Get ready for a trip back to the Balkans, folks, because we're heading to Bosnia and Herzegovina, a country that holds a special place in Turkey's heart. Now, Turkey's relationship with Bosnia goes back centuries, to the time of the Ottoman Empire. And while the empire might be long gone, the bonds of history, culture, and religion remain strong. Turkey has been a staunch supporter of Bosnia since its independence, providing aid, investment, and diplomatic backing. They've also been instrumental in promoting peace and reconciliation in the region, which, let's be honest, is no easy feat. They see Bosnia as a key partner in the Balkans, a bridge between East and West. And there you have it, folks, Turkey's top 10 crew in 2025. From the Caucasus to the Pacific, Turkey's been building relationships and forging alliances, proving that they're a force to be reckoned with on the world stage. Of course, these relationships are always evolving, with new challenges and opportunities emerging all the time. But one thing's for sure, Turkey's not going anywhere, and neither are its friends. So, the next time you see Turkey in the news, remember that there's a whole network of countries standing behind them, ready to lend a hand, a shoulder to cry on, or maybe just a plate of baklava. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content.